The old Duke pinned a medal on my father and sent him off to Dunwall.
Jemmy's sister says you can beat any lock in the city.
So, tobacco, a bird, a diamond, a ring. I don't even know what that is. At the dinner party were Lady Winslow, Dr. Marcola, Countess Conti. So Winslow, Marcola, County, Natsu, and Baroness Finch. The women sat in a row. They're all women. They all wore different colors, and Madame Natsu wore a jaunty white hat. Lady Winslow was at the far left, next to the guest, wearing a red giant. Oh, it's one of these! Ah! Oh no. Alright, I've got a napkin and a pen. Okay, give me this shit. Okay. I remember that purple outfit because the woman spilled her whiskey all over it. The traveler from Karnaka was dressed entirely in green. Okay. When one of the dinner guests bragged about her ring, the woman next to her said they were finer in Karnaka, where she lived. So Karnaka is in green and is, I guess, next to someone with a ring. So Dr. Marcola showed off her prized snuff tin. So Marcola, we still don't know where she sits. Which the lady from Dunwall scoffed, saying it was no match for her diamond. So Dunwall has a diamond. Marcola has a tin. Someone else carried a valuable war medal. So it was a medal, okay. And when she saw it, the visitor from Dubukova next to her almost spilled her neighbor's absinthe. Countess Conti raised her wine in toast. The lady from Freeport, full of beer, jumped up on the table, falling onto a guest in the center seat, spilling the poor woman's rum. So the person in the middle is the person who is purple. So purple, then blue. So it's Winslow, followed by red to the right of her, followed by purple, blue, then the Madame Natio, who's in white. Then Baroness Finch captivated them all with a story about her wild youth in Ballatin. In the morning, there were 4 heirlooms under the table: the ring, the bird pendant, the diamond, and the war medal. But who owned each?
New ones, even if I have to pull them off a drunk.
Alright, we're solving this fucking puzzle. It's the last fucking thing I do. Okay. Oh, time to make a grid. I didn't want to do it like this. It's a problem. I did not want to do it like this. Okay. Using white. Winslow is on far left. Next to a guest wearing a red jacket. Lady in purple sat left to someone in blue. So Lady in purple can't be Winslow or Nat. Well, it could be Winslow. Women. Okay, so purple whiskey. So whoever's in purple had whiskey. The traveler is in green. So the Karnaka can't be Natio. Natio can't be in purple. When one of the dinner guests bragged about her ring, the woman next to her said they were finer in Karnika, so next to ring. So Karnika green is not have the ring. Marcella has the snuff tin, which means she cannot be from Karnika. Not Karnika. Because of that, she could still be purple. She had because she could have had whiskey. Which the lady from Dunwall, so someone's from Dunwall, scoffed, saying there's no match for her diamond. So whoever's from Dunwall has a diamond. So not Dunwall. Someone else who's from Dabogva almost spilled her neighbor's absinthe. So someone else has absinthe. Countess Conti has wine. So whoever's from Dubkova, the lady from Freeport, someone's from Freeport, full of beer, jumped onto the table, falling onto the guest in the center seat, spilling the poor woman's rum. Whoever's from Freeport had beer. Whoever's in the center has rum. Then Baroness Finch is from Ballatin. And then there's 4 heirlooms. 4 heirlooms are the medal, the ring, the Finch pendant, or say bird pendant, and the diamond. Whoever's in the center seat has the rum. So whoever's in the center seat has rum. So I'll do left side. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. So one far left is Winslow. This is Winslow on the left. And then the colors from left to right go. So this is red. It's in 2. The lady in purple sat left of someone in blue. Then purple has whiskey. And because the center is in rum, that means 4 is purple. Which means 5 is blue. Which means center is either green or white. White is Madame Nazio, and since 1 is not Madame Nazio, which means 3 is white, 3 is Nazio. Which means since wait, what? Then who's in green? That'd be Lady Winslow. So Lady Winslow's in green. Right? So Lady Winslow is from Karnika. Which makes sense. Okay. The traveler from Karnika was dressed entirely in green. When one of the dinner guests bragged about her ring, the woman next to her said they were finer in Karnika. So whoever's 2 has the ring. Because if she's in Karnika, if Lady Winslow is in green, that means she's from Karnika. Which means that and there's only one person next to her. So whoever's 2 is red is ring. One of the okay, cool. Dr. Marcola showed off her prized snuff tin, at which the lady from Dunwall scoffed, saying it was no match for her diamond. Okay. Someone else carried a valuable war medal. When she saw it, the visitor from Dakova's almost spilled her neighbor's absinthe. So, which means purple has whiskey. I should write that down there. Purple is whiskey, which means... So we know 2 of their drinks. 3 and 4 are rum and whiskey, respectively. 3... So... Does it say what Karnika was drinking? Who does it say have any drinking? So we know that purple has whiskey, which we've got, and that's in the 4th spot, right? Got Karnika is green and is next to the ring. Okay, I got that. We've got whoever's in from Freeport has beer. So Freeport beer could be either 2 or 5. So this could be either 2 or 5. And so if that's 2 or 5, and then someone else carried, when she saw it, the visitors from Dakova almost spilled her neighbor's absinthe. So Dakova next to absinthe. Okay, so we've got beer next to absinthe. So that means number 2 has to be from Dubkova, correct? Or not beer next to absinthe. That means Dubkova is next to absinthe. So number 2 has to be Dubkova because we know 4 is purple and whiskey. Oh well, it could be, okay. So it's either 2 or 4. So Dubkova is either 2 or 4 because that would make either 5 have absinthe or 2 have absinthe. And 2 is the ring and is dressed in red. In a red jacket for it. Okay, so I think there's 2... Someone else carried a valuable war medal, and when she saw it, the visitor spilled her neighbor's out. So Conti has wine. So if Conti has wine... let's just assume 5 is Conti, right? So 5 is Conti. She's wine, she's in blue. Well, actually, let me just... So W, M, C, N, F. Okay, so if we say that 5 is C, that means that 2 has... Oh no, it can't be. It can't be, because if Conti was 5, that would... Oh no. If Conti was 5, she would have to be... That would mean the Freyport person would have to be 2. And they'd have beer. It means they would be from Freyport. And then 4 would be Dubkova. Madame Nazio were white. Okay. So... Oh, and the lady from so whoever's from Dunwall has the diamond. Whoever's from Dunwall has the diamond. So that's a must. So if Finch is from Ballatin, she cannot have diamond. No diamond. I should just do that. Countess Conti has wine. So she's not from Freeport. So not Freeport. And if we know that Nazio is white, she is rum. So Nazio could have the diamond. bragged about her ring. The woman next to her said they were finer in Karnaca. So whoever's 2 has the ring, right? Dr. Marcella showed off her prized snuff tin, at which the lady from Dunwall scoffed. Saying it was no match. Someone else. Okay, so if we know. So Karnaca can have. So Winslow cannot have no diamond. Right? Because the diamond is from Dunwall. So no diamond. She's from Karnaca. So Nazio is in white. So if they have to be next to Dubkova, so Freeport has beer, and Conti can't be from Freeport. She's got wine. So she's got wine. She could either, and we know that she can't be in 1. So she's not 1, 3, or 4. So Conti has to be either 2 or 5. So Conti is either 2 or 5. Marcella has a snuff tin. She's not Karmika. She's not from Dunwall. Dr. Marcella. So she could either be. So she could be right now 2, 4, or 5. Lady Winslow has no diamond. Right now. So that puts her at. Datsu's in white. She's got rum. She's in the center. Finch is from Ballatin, which means she can't have the diamond. And because she's from Ballatin, she can't have beer. No beer. So, since Finch has no diamond, which lady from Dunwall scoffed, saying it was no match from her diamond. But she's from Ballatin, so she's got no diamond, no beer. Lady from Freeport has beer. So not Freeport, not Freeport, not Freeport. So the person from Freeport is either Nazio or Marcella. But Nazio is, so Marcella is from Freeport. So she's from Freeport. So if Marcella is from Freeport, that means she can't be in 4. Because 4 has whiskey. Which means she's either 2 or 5. Winslow has to be far left, so she's 1. Nazio has to be 3. So we have 1 for Winslow, 3 for Nazio. Marcella is either 2 or 5. Conti is either 2 or 5. Which means Finch has to be 4. Right? Okay. Ring, Dubkova, red. Tristan, red. Nazio's in white. His rum is white, rum, in the center. Whoever's got the whiskey in purple is in 4. Fitch is from Ballatin. So she's got no diamond. She's not beer. I mean, Fitch could be 2. She could be 2. 2 or 4. Why can't Fitch be 5? Why wouldn't she be 5 as well? Lady Finch is from Bellaton. Oh. So the metal has to be in either 3 or 4. So the metal is either 1 or 3. Because it has to be next to the person from Dubkova. And the person from Dubkova has the ring. And the person who has the ring sits in 2. Okay. So the metal's for 1 or 3. The ring is for 2. The pendant, I don't know. Yet. Diamond belongs to Dunwall, lady from Dunwall. Okay, what do we know about the diamond? Lady from Dunwall Skull saying it was no match for a diamond. Then Baroness. Okay, so the diamond could be anything that's. Okay, and then the snuff tin is Marcella. Marcella could be 2 or 5. She's from Freeport. So 2 or 5. So if the metal is in 1 or 3. Okay. Does it ever say what Marcella was drinking? Prize snuff tin, which the lady from Dunwall scoffed, saying it was no match for her diamond. Someone else carried a valuable war medal. She saw it. It has to be in 1 or 3. 3 is. Oh, because the poor woman's from. No, it doesn't change anything. So. Ha ha ha. I have never felt more 1 IQ in my entire life than doing this fucking puzzle. Persons Kova, Spelder's neighbor's absinthe. So the metal is 1 or 3. So it's either Winslow or Nazio who has the metal. The ring has to be in 2. Which can't be. So it can't be Winslow or Nazio. So the ring can't be Winslow or Nazio. Which means Marcella, who can't have it. So the ring is either Finch or Countess. Whatever. The snuff tin is just Marcella. It's just Marcella. She's the pendant. The pendant we get like no information on whatsoever. The bird pendant is like pretty much just non-existent. The bird pendant is just there. The bird pendant could be in the 4th spot or the 5th spot. But I guess that's not really relevant. All that's relevant is that, okay, who the pendant not be? The pendant could not be Marcella. The metal has to be, So it could be either. So the pendant could be either Winslow or Nasiao, but not both. So it could be one of them. Okay. So let's try this. Winslow. Let's give Winslow. Okay, so wait, no. This is gonna be like an if-then statement. So if the pendant is Winslow, so if the pendant is Winslow, then that must mean that the metal is Nasiao. If the metal is Nasiao, that means the diamond is Countess Conti, which means that the ring is Finch. So let's try that. So if the pendant is Winslow, that means the metal is Nasiao. If the diamond is Conti, the ring is Finch. So that's not the case. So let's try it the other way. If the pendant is Nasiao, oh, I didn't, well, whatever. If the pendant is Nasiao, that means that the metal is Winslow. If the metal is Winslow, that still means that the ring still leaves the diamond as Conti. And the fact that this is not right means that the pendant can't be either of those two. So the pendant can't be Winslow or Nasiao. Which means that the pendant has to be one of the other two. Right? Because I know the ring has to be one of these two. Because they're sitting in the second spot. And we know the second spot, because we know 1 and 3, who they are. We know that Marcella is off in her own land. And she's from Freeport. So, unless I messed up with putting Nasiao in the center. Nasiao wear a jaunty white hat. For the left, and purple cells. Okay, that's the order. That's cool. Whoever is purple was having whiskey. Traveler from Karnica was dressed entirely in green. Far left. Okay, so if neither of those two can be the pendant, then that means that in the seconds, that means that the pendant has to be either F or C, right? Okay, so let's try that. So if she has a pendant, that means that the ring would be with Finch, which would leave either Nasiao with the diamond and Winslow with the metal, or you with the diamond and you with the metal, which isn't right. So Finch is that, and then you have the ring. Oh! Ah! Yes! Ah!
Now to find Aramis Stilton.
Us! Fuck you! Ah! Ah!